And my belief is that over this next decade, there's going to be two types of winners. Companies that are extremely fast and efficient and convenient, they're frictionless. Companies like Amazon and Temu and McDonald's. On the other side, there's going to be companies that are extremely human. They're face-to-face. They're experiential, travel, hospitality. You go to the Genius Bar at Apple. It's one-on-one, face-to-face communication. The Four Seasons. Of course, the Caesar's Palace as well. I'd love an upgrade. I love what you guys do here. Hermes, they actually slow things down. They're like, we're not going to give you products in 2 years. And we're like, yes. They actually slow things down because they're about brand heritage and craftsmanship. These are the two types of companies that are going to win in the future. Companies that are extremely human, and then companies that are extremely fast, frictionless. But you do not want to be in the middle. The middle is what I call the black hole of mediocrity. This is where people forget you. So what does this mean for credit management? I believe that we need to double down on friction. How do we become better storytellers with our data? How do we create purposeful engagement with our teams and the stakeholders that we're working with? How do we double down on relationship building? I believe that you are actually in the business of trust at the end of the day. So how do we double down on trust? And actually, to me, this is about friction. How do we create more friction? I believe we need more friction. You see, today we live in a frictionless world. Everything is 24/7 and on demand and seamless. And in a frictionless world, we need more friction. You see, big tech has sold us a story. They've removed the friction at every turn. Facebook removed the friction of finding connections. Netflix removed the friction of finding entertainment. OpenAI is removing the friction of search. All these big tech players have removed the friction, and at the same time, what they've done is they've removed the soul. But see, what you do as credit professionals, you're not in the business of a frictionless experience. You are actually in the business of trust and relationships. To be honest with you, you might be talking to customers more than anybody else within the organization. This is about trust and relationships at the end of the day. And don't get me wrong, I believe in digital. I believe in digital. I just talked to you about AI for 20 minutes. Like, I love digital. I believe that we should make things that are fast and efficient and self-service and consistent. Absolutely. But the way that people look at us is through what I call friction. This is actually how we create value. It's like, how do we make things more meaningful and magical and memorable and awe-inspiring and surprising? How do we double down on friction? This is about how do we double down on humanity at the end of the day? You see, the world is pushing us to become more frictionless, but we get disproportionate value by being more human.